welcome to go.
Hey, Joe, how are you?
I gotta pat you down though, pal.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Got anything on you? Anything I should know?
I got nothing.
Anything weird going on?
What?
All right, you go in, Tony.
Good. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Tom Kelly of The Tom Kelly Show. Yes, this is not the only time I've gotten on my knees in the back room of a comedy club.
The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. Give Two Eagles Auto Body a call and please ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. That's 516-328-2527.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony on the Knockem Dead radio show. They're gonna keep knocking them dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie.
Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, at Knockem Dead Comedy Radio.
Hey Tony, you're not funny, and you probably shit yourself a lot, and you're no fun to be with, and you don't make that much money, and you're not going anywhere in show business, and I hope you get hit by a bus.
Tony, 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 Tony,
Tony. You know, Tony.
Tony.
Tony Walker.
Tony Walker. Tony Walker, everybody. Stand up, Tony. Where are you? Tony Walker. Thank you so much, mate.
But I really like Tony.
Forget about it.
Tony is a wonderful guy. Tony is wonderful. Tony is wonderful. Tony is a wonderful guy.
Tony, Tony, Pup. Tony. Pup, 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 pup. Tony, 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 Tony. Pup, 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 pup. Tony, Tony. Tony, 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 Tony. Pup, 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 pup. Tony, 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 Tony. Pup, pup, pup. Tony, 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 pup. Tony, pup. Tony, 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 pup, 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 pup. Tony, Tony. Tony, Tony.
You wanna listen in as the show begins. You're telling all your friends the party never ends. Knockem dead. Knockem dead. Comedy show. Throwing out your tricks. I'm gonna get my sticks. The mic is live and clear for you and all to hear. Knockem dead. Knockem dead. Comedy show.
I saw it.
Oh, you did?
With
Okay.
the reflective stripe.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. It is Wednesday. Welcome to the Knockem Dead Comedy Show. Why are you looking so mad already? What's the matter with
I'm
you?
not mad.
You're looking into the camera with
looking at
this
the camera.
scowl.
It's very pensive.
Oh, is that what you call it? Pensive.
Yeah, like car dealership.
Yes, we were just talking about Diane. What else is there to talk about, really? Welcome to the Knockem Dead Comedy Show. We're coming at you live from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club in Levittown. Gov's Comedy Club podcast. If you please join us on Facebook or YouTube. If you'd like to join in today's conversations, please do so on YouTube because that is where we check out the comments. Wherever you're watching from, please like and share and tell everybody you know about all the great shows here at Gov's Comedy Club podcast. Speaking of all the shows at Gov's Comedy Club podcast, this coming Monday, almost all of our shows will be on. Almost all of our shows will be on Monday alone. Because Tuesday, the studio was closed.
For what reason?
Well, two reasons. I have something to do that day, but it's also Zach's birthday. So during the day, I have something to do, and at night, we're going to probably go out to dinner or something. So I closed the studio. Wednesday, we'll have a couple of shows going on, but then it's Thanksgiving weekend. So a lot of the shows are like, well, I want to get my show in this week. I'm like, all right, well, how about Monday? So we have 7 shows playing on Monday, starting with Coffee with the Dog at 9. We'll be here at 11. Treading Water at 1. Sports Bash, be on at 3 p.m. Primal Scream at Nick Greystone at 5 p.m. Stand-Up Memories with Jackie and Peter at 6. Steve Squared at 6:30. Let Them Cook at 8 o'clock. And Hershey and the Keegs at 9:30. And you know what this means?
Not really.
It
But you're gonna
means
tell me anyway.
I am going to tell you anyway because I want the attention. That means I'll be here all freaking day. That's what that means. I engineer all those shows. I'll be here I'll be here for like 14 hours on Monday.
It's not all pre-recorded?
Jackie and Peter are pre-recorded. But I'll be here anyway because Nick Greystone is on at 5. Jackie and Peter are on at 6, and then I have Steve Squared at 6:30. So Nick Greystone is on for an hour, and then a half hour later, Steve Squared comes on. The first show, Coffee with the Dog, they're on at 9 a.m. That show I don't engineer. They do it from a different location. But I usually get here between 9:30 and 10. And then I won't be getting out of here until, by the time Hershey and the Keegs, it'll be close to 11 that night that I get out of here.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's Monday?
That's this coming Monday.
But we're on Wednesday.
We are on Wednesday. You're still good for Wednesday?
Yeah.
Good.
Why,
Yeah.
Why wouldn't I be?
I don't know.
Why are you
Because
challenging me?
what? I'm not challenging.
Well, it's the day before the holiday.
Correct.
Thanksgiving weekend. What does that mean, Thanksgiving weekend? Thanksgiving is one day.
But it's celebrated the whole weekend.
Is it really?
Yeah.
You have turkey Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
Not necessarily with turkey, but, people travel to go see their families and they spend the weekend. So
That's fucking great.
What exactly does make you happy?
A ton of things.
Like? That's my question. Like what?
Laughing.
Yeah, but what makes you laugh?
Funny things.
I'm going to smack you in the face. Did you just fart?
No, it's this chair.
Oh.
It's this defective chair that I can't even get a nice chair to sit in.
It's not defective. How is it defective?
Defective, my ass.
Your ass is defective, yes. What's
I have a very nice ass, by the way.
If you say so, I'll take your word for it. Tell me since you haven't answered the question yet. No, we're not going to look at our phones and text today.
This is not, I'm not.
What is
You
it?
realize I have a very ill mother, so I always have to be connected to some sort of device.
Fine. So you look quick. Oh, it's not my mother.
I did.
Okay.
I did. I went.
Yeah, and you
done.
didn't go. You sat here and you read the message.
No. I went. Wait,
it's still there. You're still reading it.
Yeah, because I don't know what it is. It could be connected. I don't know. Leave me alone with my hives.
What?
What?
So what's defective about the chair? You have not answered a single question I've asked you
You
today.
thought I passed wind, and all I did was this, and it made a squeaking sound.
All right, that makes it defective?
See?
Well, this is show-related.
That's show-related. He's defective.
Wow.
He is defective.
Hang on.
Wow.
Oh, I dropped the
You're
phone.
defective.
All right. I am defective. I want you to know, as the phone is ringing, he said that you're defective.
You Kaplan, you need a high colonic.
A what?
That's the only thing that can straighten you out.
I don't know if that'll do it.
That's the only thing that can straighten you out. And stop looking at the camera. You're not a good-looking guy. I mean, he's looking at the camera. He's looking at the profile. He's looking at this. He's looking at that way. You got a mug that only mother can love. So don't even think that you're good-looking.
Maybe Billy Joel's mother loved it.
Billy, stop. Look at this. He's licking his tongue. He's an animal today. What is wrong with you? He calls me up. He goes, "Oh my, I might be late for the show." I said, "Well, no big deal." I said, "A lot of co-hosts are late for the show." I said, "He'll knock on the door. Tony will open his door." Well, I like to get there on time. I like to get there on time. It's very important. I get there on time.
It is important to me.
Calm down. All right, you got there on time, didn't you?
Yeah, you made it plenty of time.
I did. There was a traffic jam on the expressway.
All right, because you're like a worrywart. You're like you worry about everything. You overthink and you worry about everything. Stop worrying. It's okay.
You got a wart. You worry about it. You take care of it. You put medicine on it. Goes away.
Yeah, well, no. There's no medicine for you. They tried. Believe me, go down to the vets. He goes to the vets. He tries medicine. It doesn't work. It really doesn't. All right? Trust me. By the way, I'd like to comment on yesterday's show. That was Monday and Tuesday were fantastic shows. They were really, really great shows.
Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah, Monday was a little bit of a marathon, but I thought that was a good one.
It was a really, really great show. Unfortunately, today, you're going to go right in the shitter.
He's an asshole.
It's okay, But tomorrow you'll make up for it.
Yes, tomorrow I'm definitely making up for it.
Yes, but today it's going to be mediocre. All right, and my last parting thought is your ensemble, Michael, is absolutely beautiful. All right, it's wonderful. I'm glad you changed your ensemble for coming to the show, you rat bastard. Goodbye, Greg.
That's good. GD Fenderson is watching. Good morning, GD. Happy birthday. It was GD Fenderson's birthday yesterday.
Cool name.
Does anyone remember the comic whose thing was to dress as a surgeon? A comedian who dressed as a surgeon. That vaguely rings a bell. I'm going to Google it. Help if I can
With
spell.
Now, he didn't have the mask. I believe he had, the protective thing that you call the hat thing.
And he had the gloves and he had the whole thing going on, didn't he? Or am I thinking of the guy who played keyboards with Prince? Remember that guy?
Yes, I do.
Harry Hill?
Harry Hill. The hell?
Harry Hill, an English comedian, pursued a career in stand-up following years working as a medical doctor. No, I don't think that's who I'm thinking of. That doesn't ring a bell at all. Meet London surgeon turned comedian Jeanin Eunice.
No.
Yeah, nothing's coming
That's
up.
what that Fenderson guy said?
Yeah. G.D. Fenderson, he's on Coffee with the Dog, which is on before us. He's on there every day.
Oh, I see.
With Matt Nappo, and G.D. Fenderson he lives in, what is it, Delaware, Maryland? I forget where he is. But he's coming to the Giggle Room January 24th.
To perform as an audience or an
To perform. He's a comedian. And he's asked me to, did you ask me to host? Is that what you asked me to do? But I want to know what's going on because he's a part of Matt Nappo's show. It's Coffee with the Dog. Matt Napp. It's his show. GD is like the sidekick.
Yeah.
And Matt was supposed to host this show. So Matt, for some reason, is backed out. So GD asked me to do it, which I'm happy to do it, and I'm flattered. But Matt should be hosting it. They have a show together. They should be on the Giggle Room together. So I'm going to have to smack Matt around and say, what the fuck, Matt? Get up there. Get up there. Matt plays guitar. He's in a band. He's done Murder Mysteries with me, so it's not like he's scared to go on stage. So get up there.
But he does a podcast.
Called Coffee with the Dog.
Coffee with the Dog.
Yes. He's a local guy dressed as a surgeon. Okay, and he's in Maryland, and yes, he asked me to host. Yes, thank you, pal. He's a local guy that dressed as a surgeon.
But you were supposed to host for me last year.
I was supposed to host for you last year.
Yeah.
Did you really? You really? I can't believe you brought that up.
Just
well, go ahead. Why didn't I host? Why did I not host that show for you?
I don't recall.
Yeah, I think you
the
do,
events.
you lying prick. Because you booked it at a time that I'd be out of town.
Well, I didn't know you were out of town.
Yeah, I think you did.
No, I didn't.
How
did I know?
Because I think I told you that I'm not available this block of this week or whatever.
Yeah, but when I told the powers that be that own this joint,
Yeah.
I said I want Tony Walker to host.
Yeah.
And they told me to fuck off.
No, you told me to fuck off because you booked it on a date that I wasn't around. So.
Oh, God.
All right, so you're saying, GD, it's a local guy. That I don't recall. There's a local comedian, Harry Friedman, who part of his act is saying that he's a doctor. I don't know if that's what you're referring to. He doesn't dress as a surgeon, though, unless he did. When he's been around for, I think, since the 80s. I don't know if maybe he used to dress as a surgeon. GD, sorry I couldn't help you. I'm not really sure. Well, when you say local guy, I don't know. Do you mean local to New York or local to you in Maryland? Lots of questions. Good morning, Mickey. Thanks for joining us. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today.
How you doing? Where's Carol?
Have not seen Carol yet. You got a crush on Carol, huh? That's the second week in a row. You're like, where's Carol?
Well, Carol. Well, we bonded on that phone call 2 weeks ago.
It's a Jewish thing.
It is a Jewish thing.
Yeah, that's why I said it.
It is a Jewish thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
Even though you're only half?
You really can't be half. Well, believe it or not, Ancestry DNA, it says I'm 55% Jewish.
All right, so that 5% more than half.
So, think about it.
Thinking?
You're thinking?
Trying.
How is someone more than half of something when it comes to DNA? How am I 55%? That means my mother had some. This is going to sound really bad. Had some Jew in her. No.
Got it.
Right?
Yeah. I guess so.
Yeah.
Maybe she did. It's possible. No? This is like the old time movies when you had like 50 people getting out of a Volkswagen Bug.
Oh yeah, the clown car.
Although nobody can see what you're doing.
Oh yeah. Oh, they can't. They really can't.
This microphone cord, Mike was like, you just see it goes. Well, it was going on.
I don't know. I get antsy.
I see that. I didn't know that about you until you came in here.
Very fidgety.
Yeah.
I'm always very fidgety.
Which explains why you don't pay attention. Oh, the phone's ringing. And it's line 3, so it might be a telemarketer.
Oh, can we have fun? Hello? Hello?
Nope.
What's going on here with these cans?
What are you doing?
Do I need these?
For what?
Cans? You answered the phone. I thought I had to listen with this.
You do?
Oh, that's why I couldn't hear him.
No, he wasn't there. See, this is the problem we had on the plane. I hung up this phone before you even grabbed the
I didn't
headphones.
see you.
Well, what are you looking at?
picked
My
up the
hand
phone.
is right here
No,
in front of you.
You went beep.
Right.
It made his little sound. Beep.
Yeah, to
So I went,
answer
hello.
it. Right.
And
then
I said,
he
oh,
wasn't.
shit, I need. Yeah.
He wasn't there, or nobody was there, I should say. So I went back and hit it, and then you grabbed the headphones. What are you looking at?
I'm looking at the phone.
So how did you miss me hanging it up?
I did not see. I am going to go on record to say you did not hang up that phone. I think you picked it up. You picked it up, right? And they hung up, and the line went dead.
That's the second week in a row. You're like, where's Carol?
Well,
Carol, all right.
well, we bonded on that phone call 2 weeks ago.
It's a Jewish thing. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you.
Phone. I think you. Phone. Phone.
There.
His little sound.
Where's Carol?
Well, we bonded on that phone call.
Why? Why am I having trouble rewinding this damn thing?
Very fidgety.
All right.
I'm always
I'm just gonna have to leave it there. Which explains why you don't pay attention. Oh, the phone's ringing, and it's Here you go. line 3, so it might be a telemarketer.
See, but you can't
Yeah.
see your hand.
Well, you see my arm move to press the button.
Yeah.
You're answering. Hello. Now watch. Watch me. Watch me. Keep watching. Watch me. Watch. I'm looking. I'm looking at the phone. I'm looking. And then look. See, I just did it. You didn't even have.
I don't think. No, you just gestured.
I gestured.
Yeah.
That is the weakest argument I've ever heard you say about anything. What did I gesture?
You just went. I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, that's terrible. Terrible.
I think that's what you did.
Oh, stop it now. GD says New York. Matt thought Rich Walker would know. All right. Well, I'm not Rich. I'm Tony. But I'll ask Rich. I'll reach out to him. And I want you to know, and I've said this before on this show, I refuse to acknowledge Rich Walker as Rich Walker. Because Walker is not his real last name.
It's not.
No. It's McGillicuddy. I don't know what it is, but it's not Walker. So I just say Rich. Mike,
Wait, do you know what it is?
Yes, I do.
Oh.
I just don't know
so
if he
keeps it a
wants.
secret.
I don't know if he's public
Oh.
with it or not, so I just wasn't going to say it. Mickey Delaney is defending you. He says you're not a prick.
Thank you, Mickey.
Fremder, when Mike sneezes, people say blessed you. John Rusciello, how can you be 55% Jewish? It's a religion, not a race. What DNA are you talking about?
Ancestry DNA.
So they actually.
Does he know how to read?
Yeah, but he's saying that Jewish is a religion. It's not
I
a race.
understand. Well,
so the
then
DNA.
Why does it say 50%?
So
my heritage is Jewish, 50% Jewish, and then when I went on it several months later, it said 55%.
You're not following.
I'm following. It's a religion. I understand.
Right. So how can it? So how can you be 55% Jewish when it's not?
My ancestry is Judaism.
That's still a religion.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's still a race.
Right, but John's saying it's not a race; it's a religion.
No, I disagree with him.
Oh,
It
all
is
right.
I think it's both.
Took us a while to get there.
Why are you blaming me? It took me a while. Didn't take me a while. I know exactly who I am. Thank you very much.
My DNA doesn't say 55% Catholic. It says 50. It says 35% Italian, 25% Irish, and Scottish, and this and that.
I have not known one person who has done ancestry DNA where it says Catholic, 10% Catholic.
That's my point. That's exactly what I just said.
Then why does mine say Judaism?
That's what I'm asking you.
No, because it's a race. It's a lineage.
Okay, from what country?
Poland, Czechoslovakia, Russia.
So it would say, so the DNA would say
Ukraine.
Polish. It would say Ukrainian. It would say Russian.
Yes, it
Ukrainian?
does. No,
Is that right?
it says 55% Jewish, and then it shows. Why are you looking at me?
I'm listening. I'm listening.
You're looking at me like
I'm trying to follow along. It's just my face.
And then it gives you a map.
Okay.
And it highlights where the Judaism originated from, the lineage of my Judaism.
So why? So my question is the same. Why doesn't my ancestry say
you
you're
have
Catholic from this, from England,
No.
from Ireland, from Italy?
Catholic is not a race. It's a religion. So is Judaism, but Judaism is actually a race.
So you're saying it's a race and a religion?
Yeah.
At the same time?
That's what I'm saying. Catholicism is not a race. It's a strict religion.
Well, why does Judaism count as both, and Catholicism and other religions don't?
We'll have to refer to the Bible on that.
Oh, all right. Well, read the Bible.
I don't have
and
the
then
Bible.
Read it, and then be prepared
I don't possess a Bible.
Well, go online and read the Bible online.
Have a Bible online?
Everything's online. There must be Bible readings online.
Speaking online, yeah, that's another thing I'm pissed off about.
Read the whole Bible and then report back next Wednesday. Oh, wait a minute. Uh-oh.
He's such a jerk off.
Go ahead. Get him.
Are you out of your mind, Kaplan? Are you out of your mind?
That's the report.
You don't know what you're talking about, all right? If your DNA should say Middle Eastern or Russian, Jewish is a Judaism is a faith, has nothing to do with your bloodline, you moron. Oh my God Almighty! I can't believe this. So if what you're saying is true and I'm wrong, if I do my DNA, it's not going to come up Italian. It's going to come up Catholic. Because I was born and raised a Catholic, and I was an altar boy. Tony Walker is a Catholic. So I just don't get this. I'm amazed. This is driving me nuts. You're gonna give me a stroke here. I'm jumping up and down in my chair. Where you going, Kaplan? Don't go anyplace.
Yeah, I don't know what. Well, yeah, he scared me when he first stood up.
I thought he was going to give you a beating or something.
I thought he was going to shoot me right in the face.
Yeah, right. Tony, do you agree with me?
I do.
Okay, so I wish Carol Miner was on. She's not on. All right, unfortunately, she's straightening them right out.
She would definitely be the voice of reason with this.
Yes. The bottom line is, if you want to say, you're Jewish, most of the Jewish people, Jewish religion came from Eastern Europe. All right, they came from Poland, they came from Russia. A few of them came from Spain, and they're different cultures. Like if you're a Sephardic Jew, you came from Spain. All right, you're an Ashkenazi Jew, you came from Poland.
Ashkenazi. Can you say it right?
Yeah, well, I don't have my teeth in. I'm sorry. What can I tell you?
I will, in Mike's defense, I will say that I have heard other people say this before. This is not the first I'm hearing of this.
Well, I don't know. What can I tell you? I have no idea. I won't call in again because it's getting me sick. Goodbye.
It's getting me sick. All right, let me read some comments while you're looking. I don't doubt that that's what they told you. I'm just disagreeing with it. And hello, Ann. Nice to see you. GD says it's both, and he says he is 9% Jewish. Yeah, Frank Walker. That's what I'm asking you. Third base. Fremder, being Jewish. Wait a minute. It's a Fremder, and it's a sensitive topic. I got to read this privately first. Yeah, good thing I didn't read it out loud. Okay, GD. Judaism is a religion. Jewish is a race. All right.
Yeah.
But and from what country? The countries that they're mentioning, and if that's the case, I'm not disagreeing. But then how come with Ancestry and Ancestry.com and stuff like that, they don't say, you're a Catholic from these countries? It doesn't make sense to me. Mickey Delaney, I changed my mind. Mike, you're a fucking prick.
What?
That's what he said.
What does that mean?
I don't know why he said that.
Wow. He doesn't even know me.
All right, well, he knows you enough. Jennifer O says, I'm culturally Jewish. And what was the word? Ashkenazi.
Yeah, I fucked it up now.
Ashkenazi? What does that mean?
It's a form of Judaism.
Oh, my apologies.
It's part of Europe.
I've never heard that word before.
Yeah, well, figures.
What is it? Ashkenazi? Ashkenazi.
Where is my friggin' thing?
Well, thank you, Jennifer, for chiming in. Good to hear from you. Oh, Carol's here. Carol's here.
What did Jennifer O say? I'm sorry.
Jennifer O said that she's culturally Jewish, Ashkenazi.
Okay. Yeah.
So does that mean you're not Jewish, but you follow the culture or something? Like, what does that mean?
Well, I don't want to give away too many things because it's private, but her situation is similar to mine. One of her parents is Jewish, and the other is Catholic.
Oh, that's what she's meaning. All right.
That's what she mean.
Yeah, but why was that so private? I don't want to give away.
Well, it's because it's her private business.
What, that her one parent's Jewish and one isn't?
No, Ashkenazi. For Christ's sakes.
I have no idea what you're talking
Delaney's
about.
An asshole.
Oh, easy does it?
Sorry.
Wow, he gets very sensitive.
I'm not sensitive.
How can you say Mickey Delaney's an asshole? You don't know him.
He just called me a prick.
So what? He knows you. You don't know him.
He doesn't. How does he know me?
Because he watches you every Wednesday. He knows he's gotten to know you. You don't watch him every week, so you don't know him.
I don't even know. He's on the program?
He watches the program. He did. He called in a long time ago. He did call in. Carol, can you help us out here? Carol, so we're not arguing, but we're just questioning on when you're looking at somebody's DNA.
I'm off.
Yeah, see, you can't even find it now.
No, I can't.
Because
my account expired. But it says Michael Kaplan, seed 1964.
You cheap Jew. I'm kidding. Totally kidding.
Oh, my God.
So, Carol, on Mike is saying his DNA came back as like Jewish from, with ancestry from these different countries. So I'm saying, why isn't my DNA saying Catholic from these different countries? So Mike is saying that Jewish is both a race and a religion. And we've been questioning this. We're trying to make sense of it. And then people like GD and Jennifer have been saying that they're been agreeing with Mike. John Rusiello called in and yelled at Mike. Right, John Rusiello saying there's no country named Jewish. GD, the country of origin is why the Palestinians and Jews are fighting. True, right. Jennifer says she's an Eastern European Jew. Carol, please settle the argument, says Rusiello. I was going to watch the Ten Commandments, says Fremder, but my TV broke, so I had to use my tablet.
Oh, God.
I always think of History of the World. I bring to you these 15.
Oh, yeah, that is fun.
Shit. 10 Commandments. Hilarious. Mickey Delaney says he's part Irish and part Italian. Yeah, that's me as well. I'm mostly...
I like to challenge anyone who has been on Answer. My account expired. You're right, I'm cheap. I never did it. And...
Oh. You know what? You know what, Carol? Carol's calling right now. I am going to call you back, Carol, from the studio line, so I don't have to hold my cell to the microphone for the whole time. All right, so let me.
Excuse me.
You're right over there.
No.
Hey, what the? Let me. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Where is? All right, there's her number. All right, let's see. I hope I do
Hi,
this.
Snacks.
Hey, Snacks.
What's wrong with that? You don't even
Nothing.
know what it means.
Oh, I have my thoughts.
You have your thoughts?
And then they're all dirty.
You see, that's why I knew about the phone. You don't even know how to operate that telephone. No offense.
What are you talking about? What did I do? I've been working it just
You
fine.
fucked it up.
No, I didn't. And not getting a busy signal.
See?
That means Carol's on the phone.
Everyone has call waiting. What is this, 1982? Did you get it outside? Maybe you can't get Schenectady on this phone. That's a funny joke, but you didn't catch that one.
I wonder. Yeah, do I not have long distance call on this thing? No, it can't be. I've made calls here before.
People have called you, but have you called
Yes.
long distance? I think we both need to be in a home. I can't speak for myself. Him, yes.
What is happening here?
Just give me your. Can I have her number? I don't mind holding the phone up.
No, I'm not giving you Carol's number. You creep.
You think I would creep?
Hi.
Good morning.
I would. How that was? I'm sorry, but
morning.
that was hot. Good morning.
Oh, she said that beautifully.
Oh,
Good
to
morning.
wake up to that every day, man.
No, it's just having my first cigarette of the day. Sorry.
Well, whatever it is, it's working for me, baby.
So this is a deep conversation for the first thing in the morning, but okay. So if you're doing a DNA and it comes back Ashkenazi, it's called Ashkenazi.
Ashkenaz, thank you.
Ashkenazi, meaning it's a certain part of Eastern Europe that was dominantly Jewish. That does not specifically mean you were. So that means somebody in your family from that area probably was of Jewish descent. And the reason I'm saying that is because Mike had it done, and he came back, and he's like a Heinz 57. His grandmother was from Russia, which is the part of Russia now that is Ukraine. So it came back as an Ashkenazi Jew. That does not mean he really is Jewish. It's just the part that she's from was predominantly Ashkenazi.
What? But this is very confusing to me.
No, it's not confusing. May I?
If you let me finish, I would explain why it's confusing to me. Don't you
but
interrupt me again.
I did the ancestry.
You
DNA.
Ashkenazi hole. What does it matter what people in the area are? Like, we grew up in Hicksville, and there's African Americans in Westbury. Does that make us African American-ish? Like
what in the hell?
No,
That
it's
is no.
specific to the area, the exact area. Like if you put in Hicksville, they would look up the area of Hicksville.
All right, fine. Hicksville.
So which would come back. It would probably come back more Irish Catholic or Roman Catholic.
Right, which is what I am. You also grew up in Hicksville, so because you're in my vicinity, that makes me Ashkenazi? Like, this doesn't make sense to me.
No, because it goes back through your ancestors, like your grandparents, your great-grandparents, and things like that.
Types of.
Yeah, but what does it matter who was in your area? That has nothing to do with your blood or your parents' blood.
No, but they don't know specifically. They just know dominantly in that time, in a certain time, the majority of the population, what that religion was or what was followed.
Yes, Carol, what I think Tony's missing is everything. No.
That is funny.
Stop it. Don't encourage him. Look at all you Jewish people supporting each other.
Well, we have to stick together,
We have to.
No, you don't.
We're a little outnumbered. You know, we're 0.02% of the population.
Yes.
Oh, so why do you guys even count?
But Carol, I'm
totally kidding.
What I'm trying, I think the argument here. What did you say, Tony?
Oh, you're so lucky I'm not a sensitive person.
Wow, I am though.
I know, you should have seen him. Mickey Delaney called him a prick. Mickey Delaney's an asshole.
Is that how I said it?
Just like that.
I think the whole thing that's not nice. It's just not nice.
Thank
but
you,
that's
Carol.
okay.
Thank you.
All right, so
no, I'm trying to explain this properly, really quick.
Okay,
Carol, when when I originally did the Ancestry DNA close to 10 years ago, it came back. It said 51% Jewish, and then it gave me a map of from Ukraine, Russia, Poland, so many different. Even it said like 3% Northern African, but that's another story.
Well, then you had somebody from Sicily fly.
Yes,
take
my
the boat over.
my grandmother was born in Sicily, but
See? Exactly.
And then like 6 months later, I looked at it just for the hell of it, and then it said 55% Jewish.
Mm-hmm.
So how
did that number change?
Yeah, how did that number change? I mean, obviously, I know that they're always doing DNA things, and everyone says the government.
Well, yeah, because they're getting more information. They're getting more information from people who are sending in and saying what their religion is, and then tracing back. So that's why the number has jumped.
So, but
they're getting
how could
more
be
information.
What I'm trying to ask Anthony here is, how did mine jump from? Why is it more than half? My father was Jewish. My mother was not. So obviously there was some Jewish heritage.
Yeah, so there was some Jewish heritage in through your ancestry, through your mom's side.
Wow.
But the question, the discussion we've been having is why is Jewish a race and a religion?
Well, being Jewish, it's not when you're Jewish, being Jewish, or you are raised with that you are, I guess, like that you follow Judaism. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I do. But the question I asked was, well, how come it's not like that for for Catholicism? I was raised Catholic, so how come I'm not being told, well, you're Catholic from these countries?
It's different.
I'm aware of that. Thanks.
No, I know.
I'm trying to find out why.
I know.
Genius. Oh, it's different. Oh, all right. Thanks, everybody.
All right. There you go. Show's over.
If you have ancestry, that would probably lead back to probably Rome or the Vatican or any areas in that. They would say that you are probably, that you are probably, I don't know if it would come back as far as Catholic, but it would come back that you of Italian ancestry.
And that's exactly it. When I get the emails from Ancestry.com, it doesn't say, like Mike is saying, his comes back as Jewish, and it lists a bunch of countries under that. Mine doesn't say Catholic and then lists Italy and Ireland and England and all the. It just lists the countries. It doesn't say anything about faith. So that's where my confusion comes in.
Because Judaism is a race and
No,
a faith.
this is an answer from a very smart person.
An answer to what? To this discussion?
Yeah.
Oh. So
should I just
Carol?
hang up?
No, Carol. No. And this is from a person who I hold in a very high regard intellectually.
All right, so it's not Rusiello.
No, it's not. Oh, absolutely not. Judaism.
Oh, poor John.
Poor John. He's got the life, poor John. Judaism predates many other religions.
Okay.
So there is a geographical connection.
Yes. Yes.
All
That's
right,
what I said.
Right, and I'm not
like was saying from Ukraine. You have to remember that Catholicism was started when?
It was started 1 AD.
Right, which we are now in 2024.
Right.
So 2024 years.
Yeah.
When the
Our
Judaism
calendar is we're in the year, I think, 5728.
Right.
Right, but I'm not.
Which means 5,000, 5,700 years ago. So the most religions have stemmed from Judaism.
Which, see, but to me, this makes my point even more so. Then why does Ancestry need to point it out then? So isn't it already everywhere? Like,
What
if
are
it
you
was,
saying? It's redundant to even say that?
Yeah.
No, why are you picking on the Jewish folk?
I'm not picking on the Jewish folk.
I don't think it's redundant. I think that's what it is. Jewish
Yeah, they're just trying to say they're saying what predominantly was in that area.
All right, but we're not talking about seniority. I mean, we understand that it came
Well, we
first.
kind of are.
I guess we are, but it still doesn't
You know
make
what?
sense
The
to me.
Jews have the seniority. Absolutely, that's a layman's way of putting it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It still doesn't explain why the DNA is saying Jewish and listing the countries underneath.
It's not saying Jewish. It's a Sephardic. It's saying you could be a Sephardic Jew, which is a different one, which I don't want to confuse you.
Right. There's different.
Sephardic
there's different
Jews
kind of
are
Jews,
typically
right?
in Spain and all the Spanish countries.
Oh, that's what John said before.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. So that is on the western side of Europe. That's where a Sephardic Jew typically comes from. We were not there as far back as we were as an Ashkenazi, where most of Western Europe was more predominantly Jewish very long time ago. Until the pogroms, where we were kicked out of our homes just from Russia and Poland and everything else, and that's talking late 1800s.
Oh.
So, yeah. So it's going back quite a ways. And that's why Israel, why the whole thing with the Palestinians is such a temperamental issue, saying who is in the ancestral land. Then you're getting into, you have to look back at the empires that conquered, and going back to the Ottomans and everything else, where basically the Jews have been kicked out of their home for many, many years, going back very long time ago. I mean, in Egypt, they came and took over our lands and made us slaves, and and that's why. But if you dig through the dirt, what they tell you, if you keep digging through the dirt in that land, you will find Israeli artifacts. You will find Hebrew written on artifacts. Nothing else.
Wait a minute, Carol. I'm sorry to interrupt you at this particular moment, but it's even in the Bible how important the word Hebrew is. Jewish, right?
Yeah.
That's why it's in the Bible for a man to make coffee for his girl every single day. Hebrew.
I don't even know why I'm laughing.
Neither do I.
Because it's a funny joke.
I amuse so easily, it's ridiculous.
Carol, it's one thing to stick together with your own, but now you're really you're lowering yourself by laughing at that.
Oh boy!
See,
okay.
And that just killed. I would be if I was Jewish, I'd be embarrassed right now to say that that's one of mine.
Listen, we don't embarrass easily. Look at the amount of Jews that are comedians. Come on.
Oh yeah, we make.
You know,
and none of them are in this room.
Yeah,
I make a
we
fool out of
dominate.
myself
You know,
every
we.
Wednesday.
You know, it's like our whole upbringing brings
That's
so
in our
much comedy.
DNA.
You know, it's very interesting. So
It is
you
interesting.
just got to look at the line of Jewish comedians and how well they do, and what they pull from, and not saying anything about any other religion, but everybody pulls from their own strife, and try to make it funny. But you think back long ago, and there were so many Jewish comedians. I mean, you just think of all the big ones, and they were all mostly Jewish. So it's just whether practicing or not. But whoever, I think Fremder actually was correct in saying Judaism is a race and a religion. It's the only one.
It is the only one.
So first off, no, I was not getting mad. I was just listening. Would you stop interrupting, you rude bastard? He's so
God.
inconsiderate.
Third base.
Third base is right. But now this whole conversation started because Mike said his DNA says 55%. So if it's a race and a religion, then it can't be 55%. It can't be any percent. It's got to be 100% or nothing.
What?
If it's your religion, I'm not 55% Catholic. You can't be 55% Jewish then.
But it's a race.
Okay, why are you making this personal?
Yeah. Yeah. You want to take this outside?
No, you're absolutely right. I'm not making this personal because I really don't care.
And don't, if I remember correctly, aren't you more Irish than you are Italian? That you found out.
Actually, and I haven't talked about this in a while. You are correct, but the level of Italian has, like you said, they get more information. It's almost like neck and neck now with Jewish and Italian. Which, thank you for the reminder. I have to go back and tell Sally that because, I think her head would explode if I told her that. That used to be a big thing on this show. Sally was so proud of her Irish heritage.
Yeah.
And then my DNA showed that I was more Irish than Italian.
Okay.
Because, my family was mostly Italian. I lived in an Italian household with Italian traditions. So when we realized that I'm more Irish than Italian, she was like, she was very excited. But since then, it's almost neck and neck now that I'm the same percentage of Italian and the same percentage of Italian.
Because more people along your lineage line have put in. Because when you fill that out, they ask you what religion are you, right?
Yeah.
And that whole all the answers and the questions you have to do.
Right, and
so more people in that you see, because you get the list and you'll see like fourth cousin, fifth cousin, sixth cousin. It goes all the way. So more people are putting into your line, and that's what's happening. That's what I'm saying. The more information they get from outside sources that can connect your family will change your status.
Right, and because it also said, 73.82.6 Catholic. Yeah, it said that too.
Okay.
Now I know you're lying because it doesn't do that. It just.
I know, genius. It was a joke.
Oh, well, it didn't land.
Well, yeah, because I'm not Jewish, apparently.
Oh my God!
No, you know the difference
Who's on
between.
first?
You know what?
Who's on
you know what I
first?
think?
What's on
Yeah,
second? I don't know.
Lou Costello was
Stay out
Italian.
in the outfield.
Lou Costello was Italian. He wasn't Jewish.
See, I
yeah.
Maybe Jewish folks are just. We don't mind making fun of ourselves. We don't mind.
Are you having a different conversation? That wasn't the point at all.
It was the point at all.
It wasn't
It's
the point.
Absolutely the point.
That was not the point of this conversation one bit.
Well, 76.82. What does that know?
I was making fun of you because you're saying you're 55% Jewish.
55%,
right.
yeah.
So it had nothing to do with
Okay, look
making
at the
fun of
time.
ourselves.
I gotta go. Look, oh, my other line's ringing. Gotta go. Love
You're the
you.
best.
Love you, baby.
Bye,
Bye.
Karen.
I can't say I blame her.
No, I would have hung up too.
What a couple of bumbling idiots. I'm tired. I can't think I'm a Jewish. I'm tired.
Or just go like, we could do this for the next 40 minutes. That'd be funnier.
Our record, me, Sally, and John Dorsick went 4 minutes and 30 seconds in here.
Without speaking?
Without speaking. Which we do believe is a record for a live show on the air. We do believe that's the record.
I think that's hilarious.
All right, let me look that up again.
Your buddy John Rusiello says, "Stop texting with Jen, asshole."
Yep, I agree.
No, why isn't this?
No,
isn't this a democracy?
No, you have a responsibility to the viewers to talk and engage them. You can text the rest of the day. We're talking 90 minutes of your day.
Leading me into a joke.
Well, you do need all the help you can get. Record for silence.
I think that would be funny. But
on the air, is that how?
Yeah, but let me ask you a question. Can we make faces? Can we do nonverbal communication to make it funnier without speaking?
I don't know. We didn't do it that day. We just sat here.
So you just sat here like this?
Yeah. Yes. We didn't. We were not doing. Like we weren't doing anything.
Not even like that, but just making faces like, "Hey, how you doing?" You know.
See, but see, you didn't even. You said, "Hey, how you doing?"
I didn't mean to say it. I'm sorry. Can I retract that? I'm sorry.
Okay.
God, you're picking on everything I say.
Well, you're talking about being in silence.
Something beautiful about silence. I don't know what that means. 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm
especially
never
right
fucking-
now.
I am never fucking silent.
Let's see. It's not giving me. It's not giving me the. All right. Let's see. Record for longest silence on the radio.
Culturally, Jewish
Yeah, I'm past it.
foods.
I'm done.
Jewish music. There's no Catholic food except wafers. LOL.
They're not wafers. You racist bastard. They're
I'm not a
body of
racist
Christ.
bastard. These are facts. Christ.
The longest. Oh, look at that. The longest marathon. The longest marathon hosting by a radio talk show by a single person is 80 hours and 5 minutes. 80. So that's over 2 weeks. No, that's what 5.
That's 80 hours is 2.
Sorry, that's what 3 days. That's 4 days.
Well, 96 hours is 4 days.
Okay, so it's
like
3.5 hours. I'd like to try that at some point.
So would I. I bet you I could be some more silent than you for a longer period of time.
Well, again, you're not listening, so I'll just keep going with what I was, because that's not what I was talking about at all. I can't find the longest. Oh, wait a minute. What's this? Longest radio silence. That's no. Oh, longest submarine one. I'm not talking about submarines.
Submarines.
The longest amount of silence between songs in a concert.
Sorry. That was bad. You walked into that one. I'm sorry.
I can't find this. Oh, all right. World record for longest silence on the radio. That's what.
Okay.
According to the Guinness Book of World Records, the longest radio interview could be considered the closest equivalent to a longest silence on the radio, held by Zachary Sinutko and Colin Kennedy. Oh my goodness, 25 hours and 32 minutes on a Cleveland radio
but it says
station.
An interview.
Well, yeah, they sat there in silence. I guess while they were doing an interview.
This is your program. I don't want to say anything, but you want to give it a shot?
25 hours?
No.
Oh.
Well,
So I don't know where we got 4.5 minutes from then.
Maybe because you did it here. You said you did it here.
Yeah, but we picked that amount of time for a reason, and I could have sworn that was the reason.
Oh, I see.
Now, what is this?
But was
College radio station sets Guinness World Record. Oh, okay, that's what it is. Yeah, 25
But
hours.
you did nothing. You just sat here in silence. You didn't gesture or
Nothing. February 9th, 2022. These guys went 25 hours and 5 minutes.
Saying nothing.
Saying nothing. So, yeah, but they're calling it, 25-hour, 35-minute long interview. Silent interview.
Mm.
And this was the radio. I don't know about podcasts, but all right. I would like to do I think I could do 80 hours.
So could I.
Of hosting. I'm sure there'd be silence. You might see me napping for an hour or two, but I think I would do it.
Oh, that's the thing. Can you fall asleep? You can't fall asleep.
Can't fall asleep.
No.
That would be tough then.
Oh, I know. I could do it. I could keep my mouth shut.
No, again, we're not talking about silence. We're just talking about hosting a radio show for 80 hours.
What are you saying?
Right. Again, because you were on your freaking phone and you weren't
I
paying
haven't been
attention.
on my phone.
When I first brought it up, you were on your phone.
We're talking
and
about silence on the radio.
Right. And then I said
This.
that I couldn't find anything about that, but I'm finding that the longest a single person has ever hosted a radio show.
Person. See, you didn't clarify that.
I did. You just weren't listening. Again,
you said host. You didn't say me and you or someone else. You didn't say.
read the sentence and it said single.
It said 2 college people on that program.
Right, because you weren't paying attention. That was something else.
No, it wasn't. It was just up there.
That was the longest silent interview.
25 hours.
Right. 80 hours was one guy hosting a radio show for 80 straight hours. Talking and hosting a regular show, which is what I said, but you weren't listening.
Wait a minute. The first guy was 80 hours was the longest interview. So
no,
it said longest interview.
The 25-hour one was the longest silent interview. 80 hours is the record of one guy hosted a radio show.
You could do that.
Which is what I said.
Even though
you want me to start over?
No,
okay.
I don't need to start over. I'm following totally fine.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. My goal here was
to
see how long we could stay in silence.
I understood that.
Yeah.
And again, that's when I said I can't find anything about that.
Well, why
we
was
went.
before?
I mentioned because I just happened to see 80 hours for one guy that hosted a radio show. So I just happened to mention that as I saw it on the computer.
What?
Let's see. Let me go back. I haven't read. There's a lot of comments coming in. So GD Frenderson says it was Harry Friedman. Oh, and he says thanks. You're welcome, GD. Oh, I'm glad I can help. So Harry, you actually used to dress as a surgeon? I did not know that.
Who did?
Exactly, because you're on your phone or you're on your watch.
No,
you have no idea what I just said.
Up this
he has no idea
talking about the Surgeon General.
Yeah,
you know, I met the Surgeon General once. He offered me a cigarette.
Goodness gracious!
What are you looking at the time for?
Because I want to go home. Fremder Moses. What?
This is a fact. Jews, we are comedians because we've developed sarcasm and self-deprecation as a defense mechanism from being persecuted for thousands of years.
Didn't Carol say that?
But I digress. We started banks and businesses and entertainment because we weren't allowed to participate in the Gentile businesses.
All right, what does that have? That has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Yes.
Well, how?
It has to do with the whole conversation as a whole.
How? What does that have to do with you being 55% Jewish?
It has nothing to do with...
That's what we were talking about.
Jewish comedians.
Carol did bring it up.
She did.
Although I really don't know what it had to do with it.
Piggybacking off that.
Edmund Woods is watching. Hello, Edmund. Edmund, are you going to see Elio? Elio Pace tomorrow will be Zooming in with me and Frank. Looking forward to that. And please submit your questions. You can email me or send me a question. Send it to me on Facebook if you'd like to ask Elio a question.
My old buddy.
Edmund Woods is a
I follow
great guy.
all his travels and traverses.
G.D. Fenderson says that's bad delivery on the Hebrew.
What?
That's what he said.
Who said?
G.D. Fenderson. Fremder, Irish. I was Irish. That's funny. That's funny.
Not really. No.
Ann says, thank you, Carol. You rock. Nice. Now I'm picturing you two making out. No, I'm kidding. Will Wagner. Hey, Will. John Dorsick has a tough time doing 5 non-speaking in his sleep. Yeah, I would agree with that. I would totally agree with that. 3. Yeah, it's 3 days. I know. I totally screwed up my math there.
You see, you're picking on me. You don't even know how many hours are in a day. How many hours are in a day?
Excuse me.
Jesus.
Yeah, that was bad.
You need like a bicarbonate. You got that. I'm proud of you. You got that joke.
Edmund says, I love people talking shite. Carry on, lads. Ha ha.
Shite.
Shite. Friend, you guys should have had a silent contest every Wednesday from 11 to 12:30.
I don't really find that funny.
Edmund's going to see Elio twice next week.
Wow.
Very jealous, my friend. Very jealous. Yeah, I would love to see Elio. She's performing.
She.
What?
You said she's performing?
I said Elio's performing.
I
said the word Elio. I didn't say he or she. I said Elio.
I thought I heard she. Saying.
He's performing originals for the first time in like 10 or 11.
Oh, his own stuff?
Yeah, his own stuff. He has one album out. It's called A Seat at My Table. Go to eliopace.com and purchase it. It's fantastic. I've played some songs from it occasionally. You will not find it on iTunes. It used to be, but the artists get paid so little that Elio decided to pull it from iTunes, and he just has it available on his website for streaming or physical copies. And it's great. So, yeah, he's performing some originals. I think he's performing some original music he's written through the years that has never been released, and he's doing covers of other people, instead of just sticking to the Billy Joel stuff. But he is returning to the Billy Joel songbook after the new year. He's got stuff coming up. Announcements coming soon. And Frank and I had Andy Dunn from from Ireland on, was it last week? And he does a lot of work in Germany, so he contacted me.
Germany and Ireland.
What? What'd you say? Nothing. He's Irish, but he does a lot of work in Germany.
Oh.
So he contacted me after he was on the show about info about Elio, because Elio has some German dates after the new year, so he's going to go see him. Edmund, ask Elio how far does he plan to take his Billy Joel songbook? All over the world.
That means geographically
or time-wise?
Time-wise.
Chronologically. I don't know. Yeah, Edmund, how I would think Elio, he's going to go for a while, I would think. He's 56, I think. I bet you he goes till he drops. Maybe he won't tour as extensively, but I bet you he still does shows. That's my guess.
56 is young. Why can't he go? Look at Bruce Springsteen at 75.
Still doing 3-hour shows. Look at Paul McCartney,
82?
82. And he's still doing almost 3-hour shows. Mm-hmm. It's amazing. John Rusciello, Mike, the fumes of all the bay rum is warping your brain.
Yeah, what'd you call I was...
what did I call it?
You called it bib rum.
Bib rum?
Yeah.
No, Rimbub, I think I said.
No, you said bib rum.
Bib rum.
Yeah, and I was dying because I remember thinking about it that night. I was hysterical.
All right. I have...
The joke is, oh, you want some bay rum? And the joke is, from what bay? But now they make good... Yes, I need help.
I have some things here to discuss, which you will enjoy, because they're...
Is that humming? Humming's back. I'm sorry.
You must be like a dog or something. You're picking up frequencies that humans can't.
That wasn't on my ancestry DNA.
I'm 55% beagle. You'll enjoy these things because they're complaints. I have some complaints.
Oh, God, right up my alley.
Yep. So yesterday I was driving home from the studio. I was here until 3:30. Driving home. Anxious to get home because I was only going to be home for about 3 hours before I had to come back.
Right.
So I wanted to get home and see the kids and hang and see Lisa when she gets home from work. And I pull on, I make a turn. I drive down Jerusalem Avenue, and I'm turning onto some side streets now to get home. And there's this woman. She was coming from the opposite direction. My guess is that she had no idea. Now, there wasn't room enough for me or her to get through, like at the same time. So, And there was a big, giant pickup truck behind her. Clueless to all of it. She just stopped. She had stopped in the middle of the road, and there she is fumbling through her pocketbook.
What?
Yeah, she didn't even pull over.
She wasn't on the side of the road.
No, she was right there in the middle of this inside, a side street. It wasn't a main strip, so maybe she just thought she had clearance, and again, I'm guessing she just had no idea anybody was around. She's just sitting there fumbling through her pocketbook. I'm like, what in the world? The guy in the pickup was freaking out. I go in reverse. He goes in reverse to give himself some. Because now with me backing up, and him backing up, he had some room to maneuver. He had to maneuver a little bit, but he managed to get past her, get between me and her. He didn't even thank me because he's too busy looking at her as he's passing me. And he was yelling, but his windows were closed. So he's gone. I'm now passing her. I'm telling no idea. She's fumbling. Literally like this. I see
You
her
were
hands.
on her driver's side, so you were able to be close to her?
Superintendent of Highways. Yeah, you wouldn't realize that my driver would be next.
Well, I didn't know if you went.
I didn't drive to England.
I didn't know if you went around on her passenger side or the driver's side, so you would be right next to her this way.
I was right
understand.
next to her,
Thank
just
you.
like we are right now.
Thank
I was
you for the
driving.
clarification.
She's in, and
Did
there she
you
is.
stop and speak to her?
No, I want to go home.
Maybe she was having a medical issue.
See,
this is the problem today.
Okay.
See, yesterday, I don't really broadcast this, but I try my best to get homeless vets to a facility, right?
Okay.
So so with that said,
Yeah.
why didn't you roll down your window and said, "Ma'am, are you okay?" Because maybe she was having an issue. So for all, who knows?
And if she said no,
I
then
would
I could say,
"Ma'am,
"You're a
I'm-
fucking moron."
Ma'am, I'm really sorry, but you're putting yourself in a very dangerous situation. Can you please pull off to the side of the road? So did it occur to you to ask her a question? Or you were just so amped up to get home?
Pull over and have your heart attack on the curb. No, I honestly didn't think to ask. And you're in all seriousness, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I didn't even think of it because she didn't look like, she wasn't crying. She didn't look panicked. It just looked like she was looking for something. And not that that's an excuse, because it's not. But if there was some kind of sign, so if you're having a heart attack while you're driving, can you be more specific so the rest of us know what's going on?
Say, "Excuse me."
Yeah, right. Can you do that? She didn't appear to be
Young?
No.
Older?
Well, I said no to young, so.
Well, there's different parameters.
She looked. She looked like she could be mid to late 60s.
See, if it was me, I would have stopped, beeped my horn, please roll down your window. Are you all right, madam?
Maybe beeping the horn would have given her a heart attack. See, so you're trying to kill this woman.
I'm not trying to kill anybody. But see what's odd, and this is now I'm really pissed off because this goes to the train of thought of New York drivers. See, like the guy in the pickup truck, he's all pissed off. What if that's someone's mother, that's someone's aunt, that's someone's kid, whatever? Obviously she's not. Something is wrong where she stopped in the middle of the fucking road and she's fumbling for something. She wasn't fumbling for her lipstick.
How do you know?
Well, then she's obviously having some sort of issue, some sort of episode.
I'm going to disagree with that.
Why?
So I did. I agreed that I should have asked her if everything was all right. But just because she didn't pull over means there's an issue of some sort? There's no possibility that she's just a moron who just decided to pull over or just decided to stop, not realizing there's people around her?
Well, I think that just leads to how you think and I think. I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. I don't think someone's just...
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying there's a possibility. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm asking.
I think there's a strong possibility. I don't necessarily disagree with you. Maybe she has some sort of mental defect, and she just said, and she just stopped.
Why can't it? Why does it have to be an incident or mental defect or something? Why can't she just be an idiot who wasn't paying attention?
Well, that's what I'm saying. A mental defect. I don't think anybody would just stop in the middle of the road.
Really?
For any particular reason.
You've never seen that before?
I have seen it. but there's always been a reason.
All right, fine. You've never seen that before where people just did it because they're inconsiderate dopes? I have definitely seen that.
Did she look like a dope? But so you didn't even give it 2 seconds to really look to see if she was okay.
I
You
did.
may have
No, I
saved her
did
life.
because I didn't speed by. I was on a side street. I went by her very slowly. I would say at least 3 seconds of looking at her.
Because you're actually a very nice person, so I know you look.
Well, thanks. Yeah, yeah. I drove by slow. Seriously, maybe like 5 miles an hour. So I would say, and looking at her the whole time as I'm passing her, I would say that's probably 3 seconds. Which is why I say she did
And
not
what
appear to
did-
be panicked.
What did you see? There was nobody else in the vehicle.
No, and she wasn't like. It was just.
Was she rumbling through something in front of her? Or to the side?
She had her pocketbook.
It was her
It
pocketbook.
was like half on her lap, half off. It was on her right leg. Yeah, it was on her right leg. And again, she wasn't like. She was just
Was
sniffing.
it possible her car was broken down?
No, the car was running.
The car was running.
She did not put the hazards on.
Well, she should have had the hazards.
I don't know if it was broken down. Just because it was running doesn't mean it's working properly. But you know what? Even if it's a car not working properly, and you can't move, one of the first things you do is look in your mirror. You know what? I'll tell you a story. I turned the mic off to cough, but not to burp. I'll tell you a story. Years ago, excuse me, Lisa and I still talk about this to this day. This was 25 years ago. I don't think we had even had kids yet. We had our old house here in Hicksville.
Yeah.
It was, and I remember this because we were late. We were going somewhere. We were running late. I looked at the clock as we were walking out the door, and it was 8:33. I'll never forget this as long as I live. We get on the Wanto Parkway going south.
Mm-hmm.
It was a very foggy night, like strong fog, like to the point where like you would talk about it, like how strong it was. So it's like I said, 8:33 at night. There was so much fog. As I'm driving, I realized I'm coming up really fast on the car in front of me. And then as I got even closer, I realized that car, this is a parkway, a highway. This car was stopped. I was like, whoa. It wasn't that close. I had to swerve out of the way. It's probably like 2 car lengths away, and there was nobody in the left lane, so I was able to go around, no problem. But as we're passing the car, we see on the passenger side, the front and back doors are open. There's people standing on the grass, and there's 2 people in the back seat. And I said to Lisa.
And this car was in the travel way.
It was in the right lane. Yeah.
Wow.
It's a 2-lane highway.
Yeah.
2 lanes north, 2 lanes south. I moved over to the left lane because there was nobody else around. Kept going. And I said to Lisa, that's really stupid to be stopped on the highway. The next day in the newspaper, so this is at least 25 years ago, still reading newspapers. Sure enough, there it was. 2 people die when their car was stopped on the Wanto Parkway, and some car crashed right into them. And it happened at 8:38, they said. I mean, the Wanto Parkway is, well, where I lived at the time, was about 5 minutes away from me. I must have missed this accident by seconds. By seconds. And
it could have been the car right after you.
It could have been. But that's why you stopped, and they didn't. This part I don't remember why they stopped it, but it wasn't because of car trouble. It was something stupid.
No, especially that there's 2 people in the back seat. That's
Right.
odd.
Right, they just didn't bother to get out.
There's 4. There was actually enough muscle to push the car off.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't remember what the reason was.
Right.
It wasn't car trouble. So my point is, just like this woman yesterday, these people were just morons who stopped the car in the middle of the highway on a cloudy, foggy night and just got out.
on a road that's 55 miles an hour. The speed limit is.
Yes.
Right.
And the people in the front got out for whatever reason. The 2 just, you guys go pee. Maybe they were peeing. Who knows? But go pee. We're just going to sit here in the back and risk our lives. So it happens, is my point. Just like this lady yesterday.
I vaguely remember that story.
Oh, yeah. I must have told everybody I knew back then.
Maybe it was because you told me that once. I don't
Oh, Lisa and I still talk about it to this day. We missed that accident by seconds, and I called it.
Were you in that big van at the time that you used to have?
Unless I was driving Lisa's car, I did have the van at that time. I still miss that van.
That was a great van.
I just love that van.
Yeah, that was a great van.
It had lights and it had couches.
Oh, yeah,
and
we went to Bruce.
rugs and
Shay.
it had a TV. This was a 1994 Chevy Jeep, and it had sex written all over it.
Oh yeah,
It had a TV.
That was the real shaggin' wagon.
I used to call it the love machine.
The love machine. Yes.
There's my love machine. Oh, I love that thing. I remember buying it because I don't know what it was. From the minute I started driving, I was like, I want to get a van. But it was for that reason. I like the idea of getting a bunch of people together and you drive together somewhere and you have fun.
Yeah.
And we,
Why are you not allowed to go around schools?
Well, that was the thing. I found after I got rid of it, I was still at the phone company. I found out guys, they told me after I got rid of it, they're like, oh, yeah, we used to call that the rape van. There's Walker in the rape van.
Yeah, but your windows, you had all windows. It wasn't like.
Yeah, but they were all tinted.
Yeah, I know.
They were all tinted. Yep. Oh, yeah, but I love that thing.
Yeah, that was a cool van.
Me and a bunch of buddies used to go to Met games together, and then we'd get there early and get the hibachi out, and one time doing Murder Mysteries, we had a show in New Jersey, and then I got another booking in New Jersey. They wanted the same day, so I'm like, well, I can't. I'm already booked. They're like, oh, but we want it during the day. I'm like, oh. So I got the cast together. We all went in my van. And we were like a traveling bunch of gypsies, man. We went down to Jersey, did a show. It went fantastic. So now we're in the van again, going to the next show. And we were just laughing, talking about the show we just did and how great it was. We go to the next one, had another great show. Like, I love that stuff.
Yeah.
I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that van was great.
Did it have a stripper pole in the van? No. Sometimes these parkways turn into a dead end. A van with sex written all over it. You mean a van covered in... Oh, Fremder. Just stop it. Will Wagner, this is like having an audiobook of guessing riddles that don't have answers. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Maybe the lady was trying to reach for her pedal, but her lipstick got in the way, if you know what I mean.
What?
Maybe the lady was trying to reach for the pedal, but her lipstick got in the way, if you know what I mean.
Her lipstick?
Yeah, maybe. I'm always looking for clearance on the main strip. Elio plans on getting ahead of the game and playing new Billy Joel songs before he writes them. That's a good idea. All right. All right, so that was one complaint. My other complaint is... Not that I'm not looking to get into politics, but did you see earlier this week this video of Barron Trump went viral? I
didn't see it
because the big thing with him, this big mystery about Barron Trump.
Mm-hmm.
Is he on the spectrum? Is he not on the spectrum? Does he talk? What's his problem? What's this? Why does Donald, have any? Is he interactive with him in any way? Does he acknowledge his son? So apparently. A video surfaced of him when he was 4 years old. It's a video of him and his mother. What's her name?
Melania.
Melania, thank you. Whew, brain fart. And they're talking to each other. So it's like, it's gone viral. Oh, he speaks. So he's 4 years old in the video. I think he's like 18 years or
he's a big kid. You see how tall he is?
Yes.
He's like 8'6".
Yeah, exactly.
He's tall.
So, but it does make me mad. This kid, it sure looks like he's on the spectrum.
It does. It does have that appearance, yes.
So leave the kid alone. People are ridiculing. They're assuming that Donald Trump has very little to do with his son, which they have no idea what they're talking about, if he does or not. If he does, up his. If he doesn't acknowledge, if he does not acknowledge his son, up, he can go scratch. If he does acknowledge his son, well, that's great. But people are picking on Donald Trump. Meanwhile, they're doing the same thing. by this video going viral and everybody's talking about him, you're freaking him out. If he's on the spectrum, you're freaking him out. Leave this kid alone.
I agree. Well, first of all, whether you like Donald Trump or not.
Right. That has nothing to do with
He's
it.
an innocent kid. He's
Right.
nothing like his father or mother, whatever. He's,
Right.
Yeah, leave him alone. I don't understand.
Which then leads me to the next douchebag. Now,
That's a strong word.
And this is somebody I've never liked. I don't care about recent events or not. Alec Baldwin.
Oh.
Now, Alec Baldwin's from Massapequa, which is about 10 minutes away from here. I know two people that actually graduated with him and said he was, even back then, he was a dick.
Yeah.
He has always come across like a dick. I honestly go back and forth on whether that shooting was his fault or not.
Yeah.
But it's still terrible that it happened. He gives
Someone
that
died. An
right.
innocent person died. Yeah.
He goes on TV and basically just talks about himself in that interview where he talked about it. Didn't seem to learn anything from it because he's still, the same old smug, mean prick bitch that he is. So now he goes on Saturday Night Live and imitates. It's one thing, when he used to go on Saturday Night Live impersonating Trump. I did think his impersonation was actually quite funny. I didn't always agree with the content and what they were doing.
It was funny.
But it was a funny impression.
His portrayal was funny, yes.
But now, and one of the things that, and I'm not defending Trump because I personally hated when he made fun, what was it, a reporter he was making fun of when he was doing all that stuff?
Yeah.
I thought that was disgusting. But people like Alec Baldwin, they look for any reason to go after Trump. And now he's on Saturday Night Live imitating Robert Kennedy, and he's doing the shakes and shaking his voice. Like that's in good, that's in good form. But Trump can't do it. But now you do it, and again, you think after what he's been through with the shooting, that maybe he would kind of lighten up and not do something like
How
that.
about fade away for a while?
Well, right. So
Wouldn't you, if you even accidentally killed someone?
And then what also went viral is after he was on Saturday Night Live, and then at the end of the show, they always say goodbye. The whole cast is out there.
Yeah.
So there's Alec Baldwin right there in the front. Turned out his fly was open the whole time.
Was
the
that
credits,
on purpose?
No, because then he has since come out and spoken about that, blaming the Saturday Night Live staff for not waving to him behind the cameras to let him know. Like, you're a bitch. You're a bitch, Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, I can't stand Alec Baldwin.
There's
I
nothing.
Never liked him.
And there's one thing I can't stand as a guy who watches movies and is a big music lover. I hate the celebrities that are so out of touch with reality, and he is probably at the top. And that I see just seeing his face makes me mad. I never thought he was that great of an actor.
No, me either.
My mother used to watch Knots Landing all the time. That's where he got his start.
Knots
Was on that show. Even on that show, I was like, "Who is this annoying man?" And we used to make fun of him because of the way he always talks with the whisper.
Oh, with the whisper.
We used to make fun of him. Turned out, he's a Long Islander. We didn't even know it at the time. He sucks. Alec Baldwin sucks. SNL, find somebody else to use on a regular basis. Why do you use him so much?
And on maybe a comical note, I usually know if my fly is open. Is he that out of touch that
because your
wait a minute
lips just start flapping?
No, I was trying to be serious actually.
Why?
We've done a lot of performances in our lifetime, right?
Yes.
It's one of the things you check before you're in front of an audience. At least it's on my checklist.
Yeah.
He doesn't check?
Yeah, I guess not. Because he probably sits there while people dress him. Prima donna, prick, bitch, bastard.
Motherfucker.
All right, my next complaint, which this is going to...
I love that you have complaints.
I do. I have
That's
complaints
awesome.
today. John, I don't know if you're still watching. John Rusiello. It's about your beloved Cher.
I think I know what you're going to say. Go ahead.
So Cher was on the Today Show.
Uh-huh.
Was it yesterday or the day before?
The day before. I saw a clip of it. Talking about Sonny Bono?
No.
Oh.
Well, kind of. She was talking about when her and Sonny first split up. She said she had a conversation with Lucille Ball because Lucille Ball was also part of a famous couple. And she quoted Lucille Ball. Lucille, and Cher said it on the Today Show, live on the air. She said, Lucille Ball said to me, fuck him, you're the one with the talent. And Hoda Kotb was like, we Cher, this is live TV and we're not on a 7-second delay. And Cher's like, well, you told me I could say that. And she's like, no, I really didn't say that. You know?
Yeah.
Hoda Kotb, who I actually love because I've met her.
Oh, yeah?
She is the nicest person. She was at White Post Farms a few years back when I was hosting. She spent several hours there, not trying to be mean, but most people didn't even recognize her. So she was able to walk around with her. I think she has 2 kids in life, but I think she only had one with her, if I remember right. But she spent several hours just enjoying the place like every parent does. And people like myself who did recognize her, very nice, very approachable, gave time to everybody. I mean, I talked to her for maybe a minute, right? And, she went on about her day. When she was leaving, she came back to me, and I was like, thanks for coming. Have a great day. Good to see you. Yeehaw. She comes up to me. She goes, just like that. She goes, I just want you to know something. She goes, I've been here all day. She goes, I've heard you throughout the day. She goes, you're very funny. I was like, oh. And I wanted to say, well, get me on freaking TV.
Yeah, I know.
But I just,
that was very kind.
Yes, I thought that was very nice of her.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I barely knew anything about her before then. But now she's like, I don't know any more about her now. But I see her face on TV. I'm like, I love that woman.
Yeah.
I love that woman. But, she didn't know what to do. And I don't know, Cher, you're on the Today Show. Cher's been around in the entertainment business since the 60s.
Yeah.
I think the Today Show is live. I think it's on NBC where you can't say stuff like that. Sorry, somebody's looking for some headlines. And then on top of that, her face. Stop with the surgery, Cher.
No, my
Stop with the Cher surgery. Cher surgery. Stop it.
The surgery. I did hear her say that Sonny, he just stopped loving me. And I'm looking at her like, the fuck does that mean? Remember her saying that?
No. I didn't watch the whole interview.
Oh. At one point, because Hoda, whatever, said, why do you think it ended? And she's like, he just stopped loving me.
Yeah, maybe he stopped loving you because you're a fucking jerk. Sorry.
Where's the poster?
What?
Where's the poster?
Oh, the picture that John sent?
Yeah.
Oh, it's 8x10.
Oh, it's an 8x10.
It's, I only still have it because it came from John, but
yeah.
I can't believe a picture of Cher in my house.
Did you put it above your bed?
No. I think that's all the complaints I have. I had a weird dream. Oh, it's just about time for us to go, but I had a dream last night. This is my last little tidbit. I had a dream last night that Lisa was making me English muffins, and she burnt them, and I flipped out on her. I even woke up this morning like, my dreams are very realistic. Very realistic.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
So every time I have a dream that I remember, I wake up in the morning, like, I actually have to stop and think, like, did that really happen? So I actually did. I was like, I woke up and I'm like, oh, I hope she's not mad at me. And then I was like, oh, no, that was a dream.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, thank God that was a dream.
Did you tell her about the dream?
No, I haven't even told her yet. I'll go tell her later. But yeah, I thought that was...
That's interesting. Do you actually delve into your dreams, what they mean? You don't
No.
You never look them up online?
I don't. I've not once have I ever done that.
I usually look at all my dreams
really?
online. Yeah.
So what was the craziest meaning of a dream? That you can say publicly.
Well, sex dreams are never about sex. You know that, right?
What do you mean?
They're not really about sex. There's something.
I've had plenty of dreams where people are having sex.
Oh, you're watching people having sex.
I've had dreams of that. I've had dreams where I'm having sex too. Yes, I have.
Usually, I have several dream dictionaries at home.
Yeah.
And when you're having sex in a dream, it's actually about yourself. It has nothing to do with the actual physical part of having sex with someone.
But you are having sex in a dream. I'm not.
The dream, yes.
Oh, okay. But what do you mean?
What it represents.
What is it? So what are some of the things it represents?
I'm more actually interested in what that dream represented for you, that she was cooking for you. She burned the English muffins, and then you got angry at her.
over something so stupid. Yeah, and I
Something
did.
really trivial,
I
yeah.
freaked out, like screaming at her. Yeah. Which, and I swear to you, it's the God's honest truth. We have not had a screaming fight since in the just about 2 years that we've been back together. We have not had one.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Could be something repressed.
Repressed about. Well, So, all right, let me ask you this, and I know we have to go, but
Yeah.
sometimes I'll have a dream like English muffins. Just the other day on this show, Don and I were telling a story about something with English muffins. So that's happened to me plenty of times where talking about something or I see something, so it's in my mind, so I do end up having a dream about it. So I'm hoping that's all it means. That you were just talking about it, so you just had some stupid dream about it. So again, didn't answer a question I asked you. What's one of the more like craziest reasons for a particular dream that you've had?
What do you mean craziest reason? Definition of a dream?
You said you've looked it up to find out what a dream meant. So what are some of the craziest
the first
meanings?
one the first one that sticks out in my mind is I was sleeping one night about a year ago, and I heard my father screaming. My father's been gone for a couple of years, and I remember waking up in a panic, like what the fuck was that about? And I remember looking it up, and it's just repressed guilt. You know, I think you're right. A lot of dreams are just things we think about, things that just attach to our brain subliminally. And you just dream about them. But the added fact that you were angry, you know, I would delve into that. I know this is really not a therapy session, but so I delved into that dream because that dream really moved me. I'm like, what the fuck? And it was just repressed guilt that I had that about him. You know, I'm not going to get into all that, but it was correct. Yes, thank God. If you're looking for something odd, I don't have odd dreams. Like
No, I wasn't.
You know.
The question was.
You said any weird definitions.
Right. The definitions. I didn't ask for the actual. Your story was great, but
yeah.
But I'm not asking for the actual dream. I'm asking for when you looked it up to see what a particular dream meant. What was one of the more crazy
believe it or not,
reasons?
No, most when you look up a definition of a dream, it's usually not what even you dreamed about.
Right. So what were some of the more crazy ones that you got? That's the question.
I've never had crazy dreams. They've always represented something simplistic in my life.
The reason when you looked it up, I'm not asking about the crazy dream, whether the dream was crazy or not.
I'm saying you about the definitions.
Oh, you just said I never had a crazy dream. I'm saying that, but
I never
the definition.
Had a crazy definition.
Oh, all right.
Of a dream.
Well, all right. So
like
what's
wearing my mother's underwear or something?
what's a definition that stuck out for you? Like a definition
that
to a dream.
Like
that one about your father.
Repressed guilt.
All right.
That came out in a dream. Yeah.
All right.
We're talking about ending on a low note.
Well, I'll read comments.
Suddenly I'm depressed.
Well, you're going to be depressed when I beat the shit out of you. Did you hear that? I wanted to say when I'm beating the shit out of you, I said beat the shitting out of you.
Beat the shitting.
Beat the shitting out of you.
Oh, I like that. I'm going to beat the shitting out of you.
I'm going to beat the shitting out of you. Okay. Yeah, plastic surgery. Right, that's what I said. I like Cher's song, I Don't Go Skiing Anymore.
Okay.
Oh, because that's how Sonny Bono died?
Oh, okay.
All right, hang on a second. Wow, a lot of comments. Thank you, guys. It's nice to see you guys are watching today. All right, so Ann says, "Oh, Tony, what a memory. Vans rock. Had a cool van in the 70s until 10 years ago. I have had 4 vans. It don't get any better than that."
Wow.
Yeah. I'm like, Ann's getting better and better.
Yeah.
Yeah, very. Oh, Edmund had to go. All right. Bye, Edmund.
Bye, Edmund.
Will Wagner, like Alec Baldwin, going on SNL is like trash putting itself into the garbage. Like, I'd rather have the messes I don't like hanging out together. Wow. His fly was open because that's where he was going to put his gun. John said he's always watching because I said before, I don't know if you're watching or not. I thought the reason for Sonny and Cher splitting was a tree. Oh, my goodness. God. Will Wagner, she was on it back when it was the Yesterday show. Oh, okay. That's funny. John Rusciello says, I'm just jealous. Jealous of what? Her surgery?
Of Cher?
No. I'm totally fine. No. Do I want to be Cher? No. Do I want her career? No. No. Cher looks like the chick from the Muppet Band. She kind of does.
Oh, she does. Yeah.
Yes. Ann says, it doesn't matter to me what Cher does. I'm always going to love her for the beautiful lady she is. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, there's John. I totally agree, Ann. She's one of the greats. Ann, whatever you say, Ann. Interesting show today, Tony and Mike. Loved it. Wishing everyone a blessed day. Thanks. Same to you, Ann. That's right, John. Always. That's right, John. Enjoy your day, sunshine. Wow. He says, it's all you, sweetie. Till tomorrow. John, take it easy. Okay. And then, Edmund said he's still here, but first he wrote, fucking nutter, still here. What does that mean?
Fucking nutter?
Fucking nutter. Fucking nutter, I'm going to beat the shitting out of you.
I'm beating the shitting out of you.
You fucking nutter?
You're a fucking nutter. What?
Is that like a nutter butter? I used to love those things.
They're disgusting.
Stop it.
John was talking to me about eating bacon and peanut butter sandwiches.
What? All right, we got to get out of here. Circling the Drain tonight at whatever time they do, 7. And that's it. Coffee with the Dog tomorrow at 9 a.m. with G.D. Fenderson. And tomorrow, the big day, me and Frank will be Zooming with Elio. We're going to hear about the current tour. We're going to hear about all sorts of cool stuff with him. And I'll be going over some of your questions with him as well. And I don't know where he's Zooming from. Would be nice if we get him to play. That would be fun. That's tomorrow. What else? And then I think that's it for tomorrow. Oh, then Sports Bash tomorrow as well at 1 o'clock. And then that's it for the day. Hey, if the reason that's it for the day, because I can't work at the studio tomorrow night, because I'm hosting a game show at the Rockville Center Library. So if you're on Long Island, Rockville Center is like, it's Nassau County. It's west of here. But come on down. Come enjoy a game show at the Rockville Center Library. That's tomorrow night. Then, of course, Gov's Comedy Clubs. What do we got going on? Let's see. Don't forget the Thanksgiving Eve show with Carrie Carabas and Fat Jay down in Florida. December 13th, Mike Pacetti, Mark Riccadonna, Don Jameson, and myself with a Q&A afterwards hosted by Don Sill. December 21st, at McGuire's, come see Knockem Dead Comedy. Come enjoy a fun murder mystery show.
I need help.
There's the ad for Elio. David Clark, December 27th.
Judy, you understand this? Sorry.
So
I'm sorry to interrupt.
So 45% of you laughed at that. The other 55
yes,
isn't laughing.
Exactly.
And don't forget, Best of Long Island. Vote for Hershey and the Keys as best podcast. You can vote once a day, and the voting ends, I believe, in a couple of weeks. And that's it. Is there anything? Is there anything?
Hello. Call me after the show, asshole. Bacon bits.
Bacon bits. That's it. We're good.
We're great.
All right. See you next week, pal. Day before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Easter, as always.
Holidays.
All right, we're out of here. See ya.
Holidays.
Suck it.
Yeah, see ya.
Tony, I love you. Tony's got half of ass. Some say that it's made of glass. He fell on it one August day. Broke his ass in many ways. Humpty Dumpty had a fall. Tony Walker was the wall. Had an issue with his leg. Now he thinks he's egg. He ate an egg. My friend Tony Walker. I'll punch you right in the freaking eye. Not you, Tony. I can never punch you because I love you too much. I can't punch somebody like you. And you can't even run after me. It's not even a fair fight. It's not even fair. All right? Tough guy? Tony, Tony, you're a phony baloney. I'm gonna cry. Tony, you're the best. You're hysterical.